Hey, Andrew Main here, and I've got a question from Riley B. Riley's a teenager who is looking to go pro. He says he's 18 years old and he's ready to start making money with his magic show. Riley, here's the question I have to ask you, and it has nothing to do with your age. It just has to do with the fact that when magicians decide they're ready to go pro, many times, whether they're 18 or they're 48, they're often not ready. They think they are, but they're not ready for a little while later. So if you think you're ready, the next step is start talking to professional magicians in your community. You want to do this for a couple reasons. One, you want to find out if they think you're ready. Would they refer a show to you? If they wouldn't refer a show to you, well, that tells you something. Magicians refer shows all the time. You get a call, somebody wants to book you, maybe they can't afford you. You get a call, they want to book you, and you're busy that night. And so professional magicians very often throw shows to their friends and other magicians they know because it's a way to make sure that they're going to get work in the future. It's a free market, but it's a community, and you want to become part of that community. You don't want to go in there and undercut people. You don't want to go in there and make a bad name for magicians in your city. One really bad magician overcharging can ruin things for a lot of people. You don't want to be that guy, and I'm sure you're not. So a good start is to start talking to professional magicians you know. When I got started as a teenager, the first gigs I had were referrals. Older magicians who made more money than I was making would refer shows to me. They'd say, hey, we know this kid, he can go do the show, and then I would go do that show for that client, and they were given an idea of what to expect. Now, the money wasn't as much as I would make later on, but it was a great place to start. So find out who your local pros are and talk to them. Now, they're territorial, we're all jealous, so you got to take everything with a grain of salt, but if you want to make money in that area, that's probably the best way to do it. And as far as what to charge, I can't tell you. It varies so much from area to area and time of year to whatever. Now, a thing to keep in mind is it's Halloween coming up, and then you've got the holiday season, which is the busiest time of year for magicians. Now, it's a good place to be if you start talking to other magicians, because magicians will often get requests for bookings on the same night, and they can't be at two places at once, and they're often looking for people they can refer shows to. If you're good, that can be you. So reach out to your local magic community, even just pick up the phone book if you don't know anybody and just start talking to people. They'll give you advice. Again, like I said, it's not always going to be the most selfless advice, but it's advice nonetheless and a place to start.